guys, good evening. Linda Rice here, and I'll be the host of our group session tonight. So we have Linda and we have Ririn here. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi, good
So
evening.
our okay. So our theme for discussion tonight is the consequence of having a continuous self improvement. Well, I would like to ask Linda. Hi Linda.
Hi.
Well, how are
Yeah,
you? Is everything okay?
yeah, it's good.
Wow, I'm so glad. Well, Linda, I would like to ask you about what is self improvement to you?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, wait. I'm sorry. Actually, self improvement is like something that we can do to improve ourselves, either in skill, in the future career, something like that. But to me, I would like to use some kind of references about what is actual self improvement. Okay. Well,
Mm-hmm.
wait. Okay. According to jamesclear.com, self
Mm-hmm.
improvement is the improvement of one's knowledge, status, or character by one's own terms. It's the quest to make ourselves better in any and every facet of life. So it means that self improvement is like something that we can do to improve and to enhance our life capacity, life competency or something like that in the future, either for our career, either for our skills and our, how to live our life to the fullest. That's all on for me.
Okay. Well, thanks, Linda. And how about you, Ririn?
Just
Hi,
like
Ririn.
what Linda said. Hi.
Okay.
Okay. Just like what Linda said before, is just like the way we try to improve ourselves or investing ourselves to become a better. Maybe with a
Mm-hmm.
certain skill, like we want to improve our English level, from intermediate to advanced, or maybe we want to just play guitar. So everything that
Mm-hmm.
we want to enhance, that is self improvement. Even to just being better,
Mm-hmm.
to even to just being better than yesterday, that is self improvement, I think.
Do you think that self improvement is important, and how important is self improvement in your life?
Based on my personal view, I think self improvement is really important, or it can be said that it is a vital thing to do. As a
Mm-hmm.
teenager, we have to learn. It's our responsible to doing so. And then for me, as an English education department, I want to improve my English level from intermediate to advanced level. And it's really important because by improving my English, I will approach to my I will more likely to be close to my goal. I can achieve my dream to have a good English, can speak English fluently. So it's really vital for me because it will help me a lot to be the best part of myself, especially because I want to have an advanced level of English. Yeah.
So that's important for you. And at the moment, you have a specific goals to improve your English level. Is that right?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat?
Ah, so self improvement is very important for you, and at the moment, you have something like a specific goals to improve your English skills. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Okay. And how about you, Linda? Uh,
Well, I what the question is the same or different?
Yeah, it's the same question.
Okay. Well, I guess the same to Ririan that actually self improvement is so important for our life, especially like we tend to in the we tend to live in this practical time, which a lot of things that happen, either challenges and opportunities. So I think that doing such a thing we call self improvement for ourselves is really really fatal. I mean, like what Ririan said that it's really really the most important thing right now, especially when we talk about the challenges. We have to prepare ourselves for the biggest challenge in the future, which we don't know yet. And especially like in this era of globalization, we can say that English is one of the most important tool we can use to communicate with a lot of people in so many areas of our world. And that's a part of our journey of self improvement as well. And not only that, we have to say that self improvement is not only about skills, but for my cases, for my own case, my self improvement is like how to deal with my own nervousness. For example, when I am doing this podcast, I used to feel like I don't know what to say because of I'm nervous. But actually, I got a lot of things that I
Mm.
have to say, but because of the nervousness, the anxiety, or something like that, I just can't, say any kind of words at all, and that's bad. So we have to like doing such a self improvement in the way of control our emotion and control our nervous and control our you know mental or something like that, because of not only about scale. Sometimes we can say that a lot of people are so smart. I mean, there are a lot of people that are so smart, but unfortunately they are not really good at how to show up and how to just share their thoughts and how to put it into words. And that's the case, I mean, the best challenging that we have to try to overcome.
Mm. Well, I think it is related as what you said at the first time that self improvement is also like it's about the whole things about us when we are going to improve us. It's like a lot of things, a lot of from a lot of sides. So it's not just about skills, but it's also about yeah, but the whole of us, right? It's about our mental health. It's about our self consciousness, self awareness, or something like that. Yeah, and I do really agree with it. But do you guys know that besides all the positive things we can get from the self improvement somehow, there's a lot of things like consequences of doing this continuous self improvement, such as a severe loneliness, as what some people say. And what do you guys think about it? Like, uh, what is a painful truth about self improvement, about the journey of self improvement, and etc. I will ask you, Ririn. Hi.
Hi.
Yes. So,
Okay.
mhm. So what is
Uh,
a painful truth about self improvement?
okay. For me, constantly self improvement is a really good thing to do because by doing so we will achieve our goal. But when we exaggerate something, like we constantly try to improve ourselves every single day, it will have consequences because this world has a positive and negative. And then it goes some with self improvement. And based on my personal experience, when we the painful of being self improvement or investing on ourselves, try to be better, it's just we feel lonely, we feel disconnected to everyone. This is because the more we work on ourselves, the more we detach to other people, and we think that this world is just about ourselves, not about everyone.
Mhm.
And if someone asks for help, maybe we don't want to ask we don't want to help them because we think we are quite busy right now. We have a problem here. We need to improve our English level, and then why bother to help others instead of help ourselves to be
Mm.
better at some level? Yeah, we become a selfish. And I remember when I was so passionate about self improvement, my parents told me that even a glass of water fell down in front of me, I didn't notice it at all because I was so focused on myself, and I forget about everyone around me. I just like live in my own life, so I
Mhm.
become selfish. And in another thing,
Mm.
we will be feel disconnected by everyone around us. When we constantly self improve or investing in ourselves every single day, there was a time that we will feel really like I was too tired because I was forced myself too hard on it, and we didn't really enjoy. I didn't really enjoy the process. I could say when I was
Mhm.
in the first semester, I really wanted to improve my English level at the time, and when my friend ask me to go into the party or just hang out with them, I didn't want to. I always turn them down because I think that hanging out with them is just a waste of time. So I think
Mhm.
doing so is just waste of time. And because of that, I feel disconnected. When you are so tired and you really need someone to talk to, you don't have a friend for that, and you feel lonely. There is a hole in your heart that you feel really like, oh, I really need someone to talk to, but I don't have. And you crave for have a really good relationship with other people. And in fact, you are the one who turned them down when they ask you to hang out with them. And that's the point of being constantly self improvement. We feel
Mm.
disconnected by everyone around us. We think that the world
Oh,
is just about
well,
ourselves.
it's
Yeah,
mm. Well, it's likely that you are saying that the continuous self improvement is like selfish things. It's almost same. Is that what you mean?
yeah. We will be selfish and we
Um,
disconnected by people around us.
okay, but I think that having a continuous self improvement means that we also do a lot of improvement. It's not just about it's not just about academic skills. It's not only because of that. It's also about how we socialize to another. It's also like the way we learn how to do this and that, how we learn how to respect to another people and etc. But how do you think about it, Linda? Is self improvement selfish as what Ririn said?
Well, when we're talking about self improvement, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's always related to selfishness. I mean, it's about our
Mm-hmm.
self, individual self. So when we're talking about self improvement, we're always coming to the phrase of become selfishness in many aspects of life, especially in improving ourselves. Because, in my opinion, when we are committing to do self improvement, like we are improving ourselves in many areas or many aspects of life. For example, like what Rin said in the academic, we are committing ourselves to do something like it's beyond
Mm-hmm.
of other people. It's something that you know sometimes we can say that it's disconnecting us to people because we have our own definition of successful. We have our own like term to be like happiness or something like that. But in my opinion, when we want to really doing self improvement, we have to know that we have to really differentiate which part of our life that we really need to get away from people and we need to still like socialize to them. Like for example, uh the question was talking about like the bad side or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, the bad side of self improvement.
Yes,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
consequences of
The consequences. Yes. The one of the consequences of being self improve. Yeah, self improve is like, yeah, selfishness. We are feeling isolated from the society because of we are doing what we want to do, especially for improving our competencies, which we know that most of people in our society right now are not really aligned, with they are not really aligning with our our dreams, maybe our goals and the things that we really aim to. And that's why we are feeling isolated. We are feeling that we the most people that in the journey of improvement, they are really selfish. But that's not the only thing that we can say, actually, because of it's just because our perspectives. When we really want to tackle down these kind of issues, we will get the bigger picture of it. Like, especially when we really want to get along with people, we can do it. We can still get along with them, even though we have different kind of goals, different aims, and different kind of journey. But we can still together with them. But I do agree with what Rin said, that not all of the areas we can get along with them, and not only about selfishness, but overwhelming. When we talk about the consequences of self improvement, we also feel overwhelmed because of the dreams that we are having, the goals that we are trying to reach. But we become obsessed with everything that we have been planned out, saying, like, that's something that we really really feeling that we have to really get that, we have to reach all of those lists and all of the dreams that we have been dreaming for so long. And it makes us feeling overwhelmed in so many areas. Even I got this phrase from, wait, I have to read it. I from lifehack.org about success. So this phrase said, "Don't aim at success. The more you aim at it and make it a target, the more you are going to miss it. For success, like happiness, cannot be pursued; it must ensue. So we cannot like force ourselves to reach our dreams like really immensely, because it hurts ourselves. And like, to tackle down the consequences of self improvement, we have to just let it go. We have to, like, we can aim it, we can like try to get it, but we have to let it flow. We have to just go with the flow and try to do something to just like suppress the tension, suppress your own kind of pressure, something like that, so you are not, you can or you will not feeling overwhelmed. That's my opinion, because I actually myself feeling the overwhelming, feeling all of the pressure about life, about everything that people used to feel as well. So yeah, that's it.
So rather than just thinking about what success is like, we make a lot of definition about success, like just enjoy the whole process of this life. Is that right? Like just enjoy
Yeah,
every
yeah,
small step you make it. Just
yeah,
connect to
yeah,
happiness
because
by.
yeah,
Mhm.
yes, yeah, because success is not a journey, it's a destination. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
all. Yeah.
Uh, well, I would like to ask you about. Well, we were talking about self improvement in a little bit specific ways. I guess it was like about sorry, it was like about academic things or something that is physic that is, I don't know how to say it. It's like about academic stuffs or a skill or something else, but let's just make it wide. I mean, how about another side of self improvement, such as our mental health. And I think that how we learn to socialize with people around us, how to make a better relationship, because that's one of the aim of a continuous self improvement, right? So, what do you think about those stuffs? I mean, beside all those economic, I'm sorry, academic or yeah, skill stuffs like that. Do you think it's part of self, like being aware with ourselves and being aware with people around us? Do you think it's a part of self improvement, Linda?
Well, like, okay, we're trying to attract the people. I mean, to communicate with people and socialize with people. I think
Um,
it's not about self improvement in the category of, like, as far as I know, when I'm reading about self improvement in many areas, become socialized with people is not a part of the journey. I mean, like what we were
mhm,
talking about, what we were discussing about, like, self improvement is like tend to be more kind of disconnected. It's a more like trying to disconnect you with people because of
mhm,
people not really having the same kind of maybe values, maybe like perspectives, or maybe frequencies with you, so it tends to make you feel getting away with your dreams, with your goals, and everything related to things that you really want to pursue. That's my answer. But when we're talking about even deeper about, like, trying to socialize with people, we can try to deal with socialize with people even though we are in the process of making our dreams come true. That's because of we are, as human being, we are socialized, we are a social being, we are social creature. We have to always interact with them, we have to always socialize with people. But we have to know the limit, we have to try to like just set up and set the boundaries, which people that we want to talk about, I mean, we want to talk with, and we want to try to get along with, because some people are also giving us bad sides as well, like the bad vibes, the bad, like toxicity, something like that, because of sometimes our environment, like including people, including like our our interaction with social being, also give us like toxicity sometimes, and it can distract
mhm,
us to get what we want to get, and that's bad things. So when you're asking me about uh self improvement in the social, I mean, social interaction with people, yeah, it can be, but I'm not sure with what I'm saying. So I am not understanding about, like,
mhm.
about about like self improvement in the social relationship or something like that. Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's all. I'm sorry.
Well, thanks, Linda, for your answer. Now I'd like to move to Ririn. Well, Ririn, I would like to ask you, what are the most common mistaken beliefs that general public has regarding self-improvement?
I think the most can you repeat the question, please?
What are the most common mistaken beliefs that general public has regarding self-improvement? Like something that is mistaken about self-improvement, it is actually a good thing, right? But somehow there's a lot of things make it unclear, like such as people think that it is just academic stuff or skill stuff, or it's only just about ourselves. It's like we make a big wall between us and people around us. just like that.
I think
What are the things that you think it's a big mistaken beliefs in general public has regarding self-improvement?
I think the common mistake that people always do when they try to investing on themselves more is that
Mhm.
they think that by doing self improvement they can achieve their goal as soon as possible. And another thing is that they think that they start to try to self improve themselves because they think they are not good enough, and they want to fix something that in their self. There is a huge difference between I'm not good enough at English with the words like I can fix my English level by practice every single day. Because when we say that we are not good enough, it means that we don't really a gratitude for everything that we have right now, and
Mhm.
then it leads to we will sabotage ourselves. We will get trapped into most of negative feelings. So negative feeling will
Mhm.
pop up along with our journey when we try to improve ourselves. Like we think that we are not good enough, that's why we need to fix it. And then when we try to invest ourselves more, like we have already we have already done something, like we have already practiced English for about 2 months, and then we didn't see the result. It will make us to feel anxious about ourselves. We feel like, what am I gonna do? What did I make a mistake? What mistake that I have
Mhm.
until I have already invested, but I didn't see the result at all, and we feel anxious. We think that
Mhm.
we think that our goal is far away from us. We can achieve that, and then when we feel
Mhm.
anxious, we will be feel overwhelmed by the feeling, and then we become to compare ourselves to other people. We think that their life is better than us, and then we think that they just invest on themselves just like a little bit time, but they can improve better than us, so we tend to blame ourselves.
Mhm.
And this is a really bad thing, because we are human, we are not a robot, we are not a machine. We have a flaw, we have a weaknesses, and it's okay for us to to have a weakness at certain level. Maybe our English is bad, it's okay. But some of people think that by doing constantly self improvement, they can solve the problem by doing so. Like self
Mhm.
improvement is a magic thing to do, but it's totally wrong. Self improvement, it's about growth oriented, not about goal oriented. Because growth oriented means that when we constantly self improve, we don't have to think about the time. We just think that uh, as long as we just try to practice and practice, we will improve. We just enjoy the process. We don't force ourselves too hard. We just really enjoy it. And when we say that's why when we grow oriented means that we are growing to be better. And then when we yeah that's it. We have to know that it's not about goal oriented, that we have to see the result as soon as possible, but it's
Mhm.
about grow oriented.
Well, I do agree with your opinion, and it's just like what Linta said before. Don't be too attached to some goals. Like you really need to enjoy the process of it. You really need to see a lot of things around you and feel like you are being blessed with all you have right now. It's not just about the goals. You don't really have to reach your goals so you can be happy, but you can be happy and you can reach the goals of yours. Yeah, I think so. And I would like to ask you guys the last question. Um, well, what are you guys self improving for, and how is there enough time for self improvement? I'd like to ask Linda. Hi, Linda.
Okay, okay. Can you repeat the question? I was lost.
Okay. So, what are you self improving for, and how is there enough time for self improvement? Do you have enough time for self improvement?
Okay, well, actually, actually, I'm doing a lot of work with myself, like doing some kind of improvement in many areas, like in English. I've been working on it like for a couple years, and I'm lucky enough, I guess, because I got a lot of chances and opportunities to get there, like to get along with a lot of people in a same kind of work like you guys. We're working on this community to work on our English competence and ability in a better ways, and also I am struggling with a lot of things like doing improvement in enhancing my competences, especially like how to challenge
Yeah.
myself in the future career. Like in this conversation era, we need to, and we have to be able to like compete with many people from many backgrounds and different backgrounds, different privileges, and many things. So I think that's the most struggling and the most thing that I am doing for my self improvement. But when it comes to the question, how long or is that enough for me to do that? I mean, is enough time for me to do that work? I guess it depends. It depends on the process. It depends on how I am working on it, and how consistent I am, and how persistent I am doing it. Like uh like what I said before, success is not a journey, and it's a destination. I mean, so success is not a destination, it's a journey, sorry. So I don't have such a target, like
Mhm.
really I have to reach this in this year or something like that, but I have my own kind of term and also time to reach the goals. But yeah, it's just a secret for me, and I am not gonna force myself to be like such. I have to be like this, I have to be like that, and I'm not gonna forcing myself and become so overwhelmed, and it makes me in a pressure. So I don't think that the time is not enough or enough, because it depends and it's relative. So I hope it's enough for me, and I can reach it as soon as possible. That's all.
Okay, well, thanks, Linda. That's a very good answer of yours. And thanks for sharing with us. Now, I would like to ask to Ririn the same question. Hi, Ririn.
Hi.
So, uh, how about you? Tell me about something that you do to improve yourself right now. And yeah, how do you make time for it?
So just like Linta said, I don't really think about the time that I have spent to investing on myself or improving myself, because I just enjoy the process. Because when we are just too focused on the result, it's just like we will sabotage ourselves and we will be feel overwhelmed. So I just prefer to just enjoy the process and live the moment. So every single day I always said so every single day I always said the certain things that I have to do, like to do list. Maybe like after I wake up, I need to pray and make a bed, and then after that I can learn English a little bit, and then maybe exercise. So I just right now I've been focusing to make an article journal about how to improving vocabulary by using Pictionary games, and I've been working for about like 1 month on it, and I really I have been enjoying to do it because I just enjoy the process. I don't really force myself like I have to do it right now. I just enjoy it. Just like when I learn English, I just enjoy. I search a movie that I really interest with, or I have a passion about. Maybe the topic is about a psychopath
Mhm.
or something that I really enjoy. I just watch it. So
Yeah.
everything that I invest on myself that that I really enjoy, like maybe listening song. By doing that, maybe I can improve my English. So yeah, just doing that what I really enjoy to do. I don't want to force myself too hard because the last time I did, I just feel like overwhelmed with the feeling. So yeah, I just try to do to enjoy the present moment that I have. So every second, I just trying to be gratitude to the life that I have.
Mhm. It's like you are not going to force your steps, right? Just walk slowly and enjoy the process because, yeah, I guess that there's a lot of things that you can only see when you slow down. You don't really have to take a rush and ruin everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Mhm.
Because most of people think that when we constantly improve ourselves, we don't have a time to enjoy it. We just have to force ourselves, and that's a really bad thing, or a bad belief, because constantly self improvement means that we don't have to do everything like multitasking, like do a lot of things in a just one day. One day, it's not about us. It's not about that, but it's just about we have to do one thing and then we constantly doing that. And I just want to make a solution for a lot of people that think that self improvement is like we uh, we we are explaining about the consequences of self improvement, but actually
Mhm.
I think I wanted to give the message to everyone about how to make a healthy self improvement. Can I do that,
Sure.
Shintara?
Sure, of course, yes. We will be happy to hear that.
So the first thing the first thing, when we want to have a healthy self improvement, we need to have a good belief. Like we want to self improvement, we want to investing on ourselves, on reading a book, or want to invest in ourselves in improving in our English, because we think that we want to be better at that. We don't think there is something wrong about ourselves. We have to know that, like what I said before, there is a huge difference between there is something wrong about myself and then the word like I can get better at something. So we have to have a good mindset when we start to invest in ourselves. And the second thing is we have to set realistic ideas or realistic goal. Like we don't have to force ourselves to get what we want. For example, we want to improve our English level for just 1 month. It's
Mhm.
impossible, right? How could it be we improve our level in just 1 month? It's so really hard. Maybe we can do it, but we will force ourselves too hard, and we are not a robot to do that. So we have to set realistic goal for that when we try to engaging with self improvement. And the last thing is we have to focus on improving one thing. Just like what I said, we don't have to force ourselves to do everything that we want. Like multitasking, don't do that because it is not a healthy or good way. And the last is we have to uh, practice gratitude. We have to thanks for everything that we have every day. Maybe we can get our schedule done. It is okay because we are human, and we don't we don't have to blame ourselves because we can do our schedule, because we have a mistake. We are human, we tend to make a mistake. And as a human, we need to embrace the flaws and the weakness that we have, and we have to know that this is ourselves and it's okay to make a mistake. I think that's all.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so we have
I'm
to
sorry. I I was talking I was talking a lot.
no, that's really okay. So let's just let ourselves make a mistake, and that's just very normal, right? Don't let
Yeah.
it make you down. Hmm. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks, Ririn, and thanks, Linta, for today. That was a great conversation. You guys share a lot of thoughts, and that very inspiring me. That's a very good opinion. And yeah, thanks guys for listening to us until the end of this podcast. I'm gonna see you later. See ya.
Yeah. Thank you, Shintara. Thank you, Linta.
Thank you,
Thank
guys. See you
you.
next time.